Okay, I gotcha. So the space hamster is pretty cute.
It's a space hamster. How can it not be?
Yeah, exactly. Kaldheim.
Kaldheim.
Man, have you been out of Magic that long you don't know how Kaldheim is pronounced?
I've played I played online a little bit with it. But it's like...
Oh, that's... You're a traitor, Juan. Traitor.
Reference Schrodinger's cat? Because that was a cat in a box.
That was. Or was it?
It was both.
Come on and get it and grab some speckled eggs.
Don't eat them because they look like the candy you get around Easter time.
They do. Well, they're flat-bottomed. Hey everybody, I am Anthony, and I'm assuming he's over here. I don't have the TV right now.
Yep, there's Juan.
Juan, right there. Gotcha. And this is what's happening in Myrtle Beach Games this week. Yeah, what do we got? Juan?
I have the Star Wars Legion at ST Walker unit expansion.
Okay, the ATST. So that one's new. I'm assuming it's pretty good. I mean, it's a ATST in a ground war simulation game, so it's got to be good, right? And the reason why they're doing the ATST is because of the famous scenes from these other things that are coming out, which are probably next. There you go. So now the Ewoks can throw logs at the at the ATST. I'm not excited for Ewoks. I hate Ewoks, but anyway.
Didn't they like crush one of them with like 2 giant logs?
I guess there will be logs as part of the terrain.
In a forest, I imagine there are logs.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we have Star Wars Legion, Logray, and Wicket. So we got fancy.
Yeah,
ones.
the generals, Logray, Log. We're on a theme.
Keeping with Star Wars, we have the Star Wars Shatterpoint Hello There squad pack. Is Kenobi, Cody, and the 212th Clone Trooper.
Yeah, so these are basically when I pre-ordered them, I ordered X amount. I don't even remember how many I ordered in order to get the promo stuff, and they allocated us down. So this is like the rest of that. So there's going to be the Obi-Wan one, then the next one should be like the Dooku one.
Yep, the Twice the Pride squad pack.
Mm-hmm. And then there'll be terrain pieces, correct?
We have the Take Cover terrain.
Yep.
Then it is the Appetite for Destruction squad pack, which is Grievous, Kraken, and B2 Battle Droid.
Yeah, so this is the new one. This is the one that came out actually yesterday, but we didn't get it. We'll get it Monday, but we'll have it. But by the time you see this, you'll have... Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm just not wanting to put it together because battle droids suck to glue together. It's terrible.
Imagine Grievous isn't going to be that fun with like 4 lightsabers.
Oh my god. So Grievous in Legion, I mean, it took me an hour to put that many together. Like, you just can't get the arms to stay on, and it was crazy.
You think they'll ever do like pre-painted stuff?
Not for these games. I mean, there's pre-assembled stuff in like the board games. Like you can get a lot of these characters for Imperial Assault.
Right.
But I don't think you ever get pre-painted like they did for X-Wing.
I think that's like the biggest turn-off to these kind of games for me. Is like it's already going to take a lot of time to invest, but I don't have the extra time to invest in the painting.
Gotcha. Well, you were a HeroClix player, weren't you?
Yeah, because I just pop them open. Yeah. They look like they're half melted.
Yeah.
And
apparently they're better now. I mean, WizKids does like 90% of the D&D minis that are out there now. So they've definitely improved on the way they make minis. So and their eyeballs are much better.
Yeah. Yeah, they were something.
Yeah.
All right. Board game Sice.
All right, so this one has been elusive to me for a long time. So this is like mechs and farming.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's weird, but apparently it's amazing. It's one of the the top games from like 2 years ago. I was pretty glad to see I could restock it.
We have Root, the Marauder expansion.
Yep. Now we got the base game coming too, correct?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so you're missing an email, at least one. Yeah, so we're also getting the base game because we didn't have any of that. So Root was another one of those games. Top game a couple years ago. I still get people, do you have Root? I'm like, I can't find it. And it popped up on, so I think GTS is going to be the next big board game distributor. Alliance has kind of fallen to the side a bit.
And next up we have Flask, an epic magnetic battle.
This is it's like a dorm room game. So have you played this?
No.
So basically, you have a magnet that you put underneath the board, and you play like air hockey by hitting the ball or whatever yeah, it's a ball, hitting the ball with things that are sticking to your magnet on top. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's super fun and easily turnable into a drinking game.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Next, we have 3D and D things. We have Ebron, Rising from the Last War of the Book, 3 Dragon Ante, and an awesome Space Hamster.
So yeah, wait, did you get the Goblin?
Yeah, that's Pathfinder.
Okay, I got you. So the Space Hamster is pretty cute.
It's a Space Hamster, how can it not be?
Yeah, exactly. 3 Dragon Ante is just like a mini game. You know, it's like a barroom game that you can actually play in your D&D campaigns or separately. And Eberron, I don't know why I ordered that book. I just ordered it. It was like sitting on the screen. I'm like, well, we don't have that one. I'll just restock it now. Yeah, so. And
then, yeah, we have the Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder Goblin. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Pathfinder goblins, you know, looking really cartoony, but they make really good stuffed animals.
They do, and his clothing looks like it has a lot of detail on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty cool looking thing.
Poisons.
Yeah, it's a restock of just a quick little game. One of those. Yeah, we're not really gamers, but we want to play something that type of game.
Yeah.
So super fun.
And Potion Explosion.
I was excited when I saw this. So this is like the week of the stuff I couldn't get forever. So Potion Explosion used to be a Cool Mini or Not game. The Cool Mini or Not dropped them, and the game like disappeared from the face of the earth. For us, anyway. I'm sure it was available other places. So that game is like Bejeweled.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the only games I can get my wife and daughter to play at the same time. You know, still, all this, you know, all these years later of owning a game store, still, this is like the game I can get both my wife and my daughter to play.
These I'm really interested in just because of the art. Pixel Tactics. So we have Pixel Tactics 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Pixel Tactics 2. Pixel Tactics 3.
Okay.
4.
And 5?
5.
Okay, I just ordered all of them. Gotcha.
And Pixel Tactics Legends.
Oh, that's the newest one. So I've not played this, but there's some pretty devout fans of this game that come in and just buy everything all at once.
Just downloading these pictures, I want to buy them all at once.
So they basically, they play it with a friend, they love it, and they're like, all right, I'm just going to buy everything. Because it's not expensive. It's a small game. You know, for the price of everything, it's about the price of one big game. So everybody just comes and buys it all.
Plus, it brings back my Super Nintendo memories.
Yeah, it's 16-bit.
Zombicide 2nd Edition.
Just a restock. There should be a bunch of Zombicide stuff here.
Yeah.
Just because I was on a Zombicide kick that day.
The dice are kind of smooshed into one, so we got glow-in-the-dark dice, orange dice, black dice, red dice, yellow dice, white dice. I mean, there's a lot of dice.
Yeah, there's basically every kind of dice they ever released that wasn't a Kickstarter exclusive I was able to get. So I got all the dice.
And we got extra players.
So that's actually just the trays. That's all it is. Extra player trays. I don't know why it says bilingual. Like there shouldn't be.
So this picture is incorrect.
Ah.
When I looked it up, it said extra players upgrade set. You got the dashboards, trackers, bases, and mini cards according to this.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's right. It's the right picture, but there's no cards in it. There's nothing that actually adds to the game. This is just so if you want to play with more than 6 players and all you have is the base set, you can get this. Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't consider this like a real Zombicide game because you can't. It's not compatible with any of the other Zombicides. I mean, it's not readily compatible with any of the other Zombicides. You can, but if you love the Night of the Living Dead and you want to play through that movie, it is pretty damn accurate to the way the movie is. It's a little easier than other Zombicides because I think they wanted you to get through the story, but it's still fun.
Have they done like Evil Dead or something like that?
It's coming. It's coming on.
Yeah, that makes like I don't know why I've not seen that. That makes total sense.
It is coming for sure. I mean they've had Kickstarters of Ash. Well, his name is Ash in the thing, but
And next up we have another thing that makes sense. The Supernatural Pack 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. I was unaware that Asmodee was going to start carrying this type of stuff, so I ordered this stuff from Cool Mini or Not at full price for myself. And now it turns out that we can get it for the store. So I'm a little aggravated at Cool Mini for not doing this from the get-go.
Yeah. This one I kind of get, but I don't know. The Boys.
So the Boys, one of the things that I really love about Zombicide is what's the word? It's moddable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the Boys doesn't quite make sense for regular Zombicide, but it kind of works with Marvel Zombicide if we're dealing with superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could just like convert them to Marvel Zombicide characters, which is what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll play it in regular Zombicide because it comes with the cards, but for the most part, I like the Batman ones. I'm gonna convert them to Marvel zombies, and this will be converted to Marvel zombies. So
you could even stick them into the base game if that's all you're using is maybe things like this. So then it like flavor-wise feels like you're in a consistent game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got the 7. One of them is the 7.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of characters there, and the other one is the Boys.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you could even do a versus if you mod it correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a legacy game.
Mm-hmm.
That this is another one of those games that like it came out. I couldn't even get it the first time it came out. Like I missed it. I missed the boat on it, and then it was just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it popped up, and there was only one available in one warehouse. I was like, well, give it to me. Yeah. Apparently, it's one of the best legacy games ever made. So, if you're into legacy games, Charterstone is. We have one. Yeah, so
it also looks like something that people who play Animal Crossing would be into. It's like a village builder.
Yeah, it is a village builder, exactly.
So if you're into Animal Crossing, it's probably something.
Yep.
And now we have Wingspan European, Oceania, Asia expansions, and Wingspan Speckled Eggs.
Yeah, so all those are restocks, except for we never had the speckled eggs before. And the speckled eggs might actually get me to play this game. I'm not really into birds, but I got a whole bunch of little wooden speckled eggs in them as game pieces. Maybe that tactile, will work for me. But again, like the Asia expansion is probably the most important one out of the bunch because that was the one we couldn't get for a while. So if you've been coming in asking for the Asia expansion, come on and get it and grab some speckled eggs.
Don't eat them because they look like the candy you get around Easter time.
They do. Well, they're flat bottomed.
Oh, okay.
So they're pretty noticeable once you actually look at them, but they do look like the malted milk ball speckled eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a weird sleeper. Like I didn't even mean to order this game the first time around 2 weeks ago. But I needed to make up enough to get free shipping. The guy, my rep was like, well, I have Flamecraft. I'm like, yeah, just send me 2 of those. Well, they immediately sold. Like they sold the day they came in. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to restock them. So apparently it's a really good game. Now I got to look at it and see what it actually is. Oh, no, that's right. We talked about this. It's dragons.
Yeah, it looks like
dragons.
I have the back of the box on there this time. It's Magical Realm, a village awakes, and artists and dragons make you coffee and cakes.
Yeah. So it's like an engine builder around dragons.
Avatar, The Last Airbender, Fire Nation Rising.
Yeah. So I was in a weird mood Tuesday, Juan. Like, this is probably not a good game. But I ordered it again. I mean, we sold it, so obviously somebody enjoyed it, so I replaced it.
It looks like the Harry Potter one that...
It is. It's the same as Death Eater Rising, same as Plankton Rising, same as Thanos Rising, same as Batman Who Laughs Rising. You know, so it's basically just a skin on that game. You know, I don't know. Like, if I could have found Thanos Rising, that probably would have been a better one to get, which was the first one.
We have, this one looks cool just because of what comes with it. Books of Time.
Okay, so again, this was during that weird time, that weird ordering. So this is just a new game, and I couldn't think of any restocks that we absolutely needed. And I saw this box, and I was like, this looks really good, so I ordered it. I don't know anything about this game.
But in the game, it has actual game pieces that are little books.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like on these pedestal things, and they're 2-ring. instead of 3-ring bindered books kind of things.
Okay.
I got little pages you can turn.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, I was like, that is really cool looking.
All right.
I got tiny little books of time.
I gotta look at that when I go back out there. I don't understand the draw to racing games, especially ones about camels.
I don't know either.
I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's kind of nostalgic. I don't know how long you've been playing board games, Juan, but I've been playing board games since board games were just roll a die and move those many spaces, and if you get to the end before the other player, you've won.
Isn't this kind of like Parcheesi used to be?
Parcheesi, but like there was like a Flintstones game I used to play. Life is pretty much like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Candyland is absolutely that. You know what I mean? So I guess racing games have had a long history in board games. I just don't know if I would consider... Now, obviously, these newer versions of racing games are way, way different. You know, and there's more to them. But to me, it's like, all right, there's a lot of luck to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't be surprised if you see like a Mario Kart.
Right. Like, so Mario... I might even play the Mario Kart.
I'm not going to lie, I probably would too.
You know, throw bananas at the guy behind you. Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. Airless Pursuit.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I don't know what it is. It said Kingdom Heart on it. Kingdom Heart stuff sells. I bought it.
It says a cooperative chase to defeat the Heartless.
Okay. Well, it's cooperative. That's always a good... For me, that's a good thing. Like, I love cooperative games. Because we played... last night, we played the original Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Dark Tower. It's a way different game, and it's played competitively instead of cooperatively. You know, we've been playing the Return to Dark Tower, which is cooperative. There's a competitive version, but we never played it. And it's the first time I've played a competitive game, like straight up with these people that I played with, Jesse and his wife and Bill. I won. Now I'm a gracious loser. Like when I lose, I'm like, oh man, that was fun, you know. But when I win, I'm like, oh, you suck. You know what I mean? So I try not to play competitive games. But anyway, so it's a cooperative game. What is it? What do you do in this game there, Juan?
Overcome darkness with the power of friendship.
Oh, God. What did I do?
I don't know. Someone's going to buy it because it's Disney meets Final Fantasy meets it's Kingdom Hearts.
It's Kingdom Hearts, all right.
Someone will play it.
Power of friendship.
I don't know. Then we have Cat in the Box. Oh,
yeah. I don't even remember. There's 2 of these little games that we got. I don't remember ordering at all. I'm assuming Cat in the Box is about a cat in a box.
It says it's quantum trick-taking game.
Okay.
Now, are they talking... The only thing I can think of, are they trying to, like, reference Schrodinger's cat? Because that was a cat in a box.
That was. Or was it?
It was both.
Yeah.
It was a cat both in a box and not.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be kind of... I don't know how you turn that into a game, but...
Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's by the same people that make those werewolf games.
Oh, so then it's... I wonder if it's a hidden identity game, because they don't make anything but hidden identity games.
Was it Berzier?
Baziers?
That's it.
Yeah. Not the site.
All right. And then we have Catan, Cities and Knights 5 to 6 player extension.
There you go. We go through a lot of Catan here, Juan. I'm assuming every board game store on the planet goes through a lot of Catan. So this is new. Well, new to us. For a while there, I wasn't paying attention to Clank until we ran out of base game Clank, and I went to go order it, and I saw, oh, there's expansions we've missed. So, actually, the one we had last week that we showed with the one we were trying to figure out whether it's for Clank and Space, that is a standalone. That's like a whole new Clank. So it's like a dungeon crawl version of Clank. This one, I don't know exactly what it is, and I don't know what it's an expansion for, whether it's Clank or Clank in Space or this new Clank.
It says for Clank.
Okay, so it's for the original Clank. There you go.
And it's perfect timing, too, because looks like it's a parody of Indiana Jones.
Ah, well, isn't the new Indiana Jones a parody of Indiana Jones?
Got him! Apparently, this one is better than Crystal Skull, which isn't really a high bar.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'm better than dog. All right.
I mean,
so this is another engine builder. So this I actually might play, because this is like Wingspan, but it's dogs. I mean, that's interesting to me. So I'll play that. Come in and buy that. Open it up and we'll play it.
There is Dune Betrayal.
So this is like Secret Hitler.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like Secret Hitler, which is pretty cool. Speaking of Secret Hitler, I actually bought a copy for the store yesterday. Somebody was coming in, and they were going to put it on the consignment rack. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy this outright from you and put it on the demo wall so people who want to come in and play Secret Hitler can.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to play Secret Hitler, and you got enough people, we've got it on our demo rack for you.
I remember years and years and years ago, that was like a normal thing after Friday Night Magic.
Yeah. Bowman brought his in,
yeah, and
everybody would just play Secret Hitler afterwards.
Yeah.
So this is a restock. If Josh was here, he'd be wetting himself with joy. This is like one of his favorites. I don't know much about it. I usually, because Josh loves that game, I let him do the talking on this one. So just pretend Josh is over here saying really cool things about Familiar Tales.
I'm Josh, and this is the most best amazing fun game in the world, and I totally wet myself.
Yeah, so that was supposed to come out yesterday, Juan, and unfortunately, Asmodee, I don't know what they were doing. They waited 3 or 4 days to ship it. So, but we will have this Monday. Well, I'm sorry. By the time you see this, we'll have already had it, and it'll probably be sold out because apparently this one is really good. And there should be another one.
It is Claw and M'Baku.
Oh, the M'Baku. That's the guy from Black Panther. The cool one, the one that wears the wolf over his shoulder. Yeah. Amazing. My favorite character by far from that movie, and I hated that movie.
There is a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! These are 25th anniversary stuff.
Yeah, so there's 5. These are reprints of the original 5 sets. I don't know if they're the first 5 sets, but so there's LOB, which is Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders,
Pharaoh's Servant, Spell Ruler,
and what's the last one?
Invasion of Chaos.
All right, so there's those 5. Which is all the classics. It's the 25th anniversary, so they decided just to reprint these. From what I understand, they reprinted everything at a different rarity. So this is a weird thing about Yu-Gi-Oh players. When they're building their decks and they want to make their decks prettier, it's not about getting the next foil card. It's about getting a better rarity of the same card. So when Yu-Gi-Oh prints cards, maybe an uncommon this time is a rare. Maybe your rare is now with an ultra rare, So they just look for the best rarity of that particular card to make. Oh, I've got the ultra rare version of this. So that's what they did. They upped the rarities of some of the top cards. It's kind of cool, I guess. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, maybe that makes sense. As a Magic player, that's crazy, but whatever.
I kind of like the way Magic does it. It's kind of annoying though if you find, like, for example, in the Lord of the Rings Commander deck with the elves in it.
Okay.
There's some elves I would love to run 4 of in a deck.
Right.
But that's going to require buying 4 Commander decks.
Right.
Just to get these, because I like the art on them.
Right. Or hopping on the singles market, which that's hit or miss.
Yeah. Because whoever's selling the singles had to rip open that many Commander decks.
Which is insane. It's insane. So.
There's some modern usable elves in there.
Yep.
Pokemon, Annihilate EX Box, and EX Battle Decks.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw this Annihilate box out there, but now they're doing the, you know those big boxes that have the 5 packs in it, and that's what's missing out of it, the big card. So this box is only like this big, like the size of my head. So I was hoping that that's the direction they were going, but it doesn't have the oversized card in it. So I'm wondering if that's the only reason why it's that small. We'll see when the next one comes out. Basically, it's 4 packs and three promo cards, and then the battle decks. We don't sell a lot of these battle decks. I really hold on to these battle decks, and when kids come in to play Pokemon and don't have a deck, I just give them to them. As long as it's their first time here. I don't, kids. There's some kids that were coming in, showing up every week. I don't have my deck. Can I have a deck? No, that's not how this works. No, bring your deck. I gave you one. So, but yeah. So I'm not even sure. The battle decks usually aren't good, but they're a good way for kids to get into the game.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how Infernape is. The new Infernape. I didn't even look at whether it's playable.
It's Annihilate.
Well, it's got all 3.
It's Mankey, Primeape, and Annihilate.
Oh yeah, Infernape. I'm sorry. That's right. It's not Infernape. I like Infernape.
I just like the name Annihilate.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to annihilate you.
Yeah.
To My Hero Academia.
Okay, what is it saying we have?
It says
some of it we don't have anymore.
League of Villains.
Okay. Yep. We haven't gotten that in yet, but we are getting a couple boxes of that.
Crimson Rampage.
Yep, we're getting some of that.
And it just called it Wave 1.
Yep, the very first one. It's just My Hero Academia, the card game. So we're getting all 3 of those. All right. What else does it say we're getting?
That's all I got for those.
Oh, okay. You said a bunch. That's not a bunch. That's a bit.
All right, well, it's a bit then. This is a bunch though.
Okay.
So a bunch of Magic stuff was on there.
Oh yeah. So this is pretty cool. So let's go through these.
So we got some D&D. So there's Adventures in Forgotten Realms set boosters.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Commander, the Commander version set boosters.
So Commander
D&D.
So it's the Battle for Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
Battle for Baldur's Gate Commander Legends.
And then there's Collectors Forgotten Realms.
Yep. Yeah.
There's Kaldheim.
Man, have you been out of Magic that long? You don't know how Kaldheim is pronounced?
I've played I played online a little bit with it, but it's
that's you're a traitor.
I've never heard
traitor.
Even if I didn't, I've never heard someone audibly say that word.
All right, okay, that's the problem with people. So my wife is a reader, right? So there are times when we're talking and she'll say a word. And I'll be like, what the hell did you just say? And she'll say it again, and I have to have her repeat it a few times and realize that she's just saying it the way it's spelled because she's never actually heard anybody say that word. Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from, Juan, but that just means that you have given up on paper magic.
It's not entirely. I did buy 3 boxes of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of the world, though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There's going to be another one I'm probably going to mispronounce. Streets of New Capenna.
New Capenna.
Oh, I got that one then. That's Collectors.
Yep.
And looks like set as well.
Yep.
Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I think that's set. Yep, set boosters.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be set or draft.
Strixhaven set boosters.
Okay, so I got that in English and Japanese. Yep. The Japanese is so you can get the Japanese demonic tutors. Yeah.
And then there is Iconic Masters, which I haven't seen in forever.
I can't even believe that was an option. So I was pretty excited. And I believe that all this stuff is selling at regular price. It's like, it's not, there's nothing that's bumped up because it's out of print.
And then there's Modern Horizons, but those are sleeved.
Yeah, so they're draft boosters. There's like 2 or 3 boxes worth in the big box that it comes in. So we'll have them for a little while. But that's probably the best one out of the bunch, believe it or not. Even though that one like never stopped being printed. So
this looks like it could be a very, very interesting garbage bag.
yeah,
Draft going on.
do some garbage bag plane chase and see how that goes.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting.
All right. Oh. Well, so that's it.
That is it.
That is it. Okay, so I'm Anthony.
And I'm Juan.
And that's Juan. And that's what's happening this week in Myrtle Beach Games. I'll see you next week.